Um, do you carry a pocket knife? That's a bit odd. No, I don't carry a pocket knife. If yes, what kind? If no, why not? I don't really feel the need to. Actually, I shouldn't have really, I guess kind of sneezed at that question or whatever, because depending on where you live, a pocket knife might be a common thing or a useful thing to carry around. I live in, suburban Pennsylvania. I don't need a pocket knife. There's no reason. Um, Next question: scariest moment of your life? Uh, I don't know. I could there. I can think of moments right now, but not things I'd want to talk about on the microphone that were pretty scary. But as far as scariest, there's not like one clear defined thing in my head about the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. Favorite gun in any COD game ever? That's tough. Really, MP5 from Call of Duty 4, great gun, and I loved it. How do you manage between your education, social life, and your job? Well, it's really awesome because a lot of people are in like situations my age where they have to balance things like their education, sleep, their social life, their job, and things that they do for like pleasure, like whatever it may be. But for me, I don't have to balance two different things when it comes to job and pleasure because they're the same thing for me. I really enjoy. This is one thing that I really enjoy doing, and also is my job. So that's really awesome, and it definitely makes it a lot easier to balance my life, I guess you could say. Are you straight, gay, or bi, and why? I'm straight, but I am a big activist. No, I shouldn't say I'm an activist, but I'm totally like, go ahead, marry whoever you want. I'm not one of those people who's going to go out and like, protest for gay rights, even though I do think it is, as many other people have said before, the civil rights movement of our generation. And I think it's terrible that anybody would ever think that, being gay. I'm not necessarily saying that you're born gay, but it's definitely not something that you choose. And if that makes sense to you, then take it for what you will. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings on this one, so just remember, I'm not trying to get into any like deep conversations with bigoted people. So if you say that people who are gay shouldn't get married, you're just gonna get blocked, and that's the end of the story. Because again, you're just a bigot. How long on average does it take you to complete a prestige on Black Ops? I actually did the math. It takes me 14 hours to prestige, so that's pretty good time, I think. A lot of people actually call me a hacker when they see what prestige I am and what game time I've played. So I guess it's got to be a good time. If you could change one thing in Black Ops, what would it be? I'm trying to think. My gut reaction says take out second chance. Yeah, take out second chance. Well, actually, a more realistic change would just be take out reviving of people in second chance. There's no point to it. Like second chance, as Woody's Gamertag said, wouldn't be overpowered whatsoever if it weren't for the reviving. There's no reason for them to add in reviving. It's literally just the same as Call of Duty 4. And just as annoying, it's actually more annoying because they just were like, hey, we're just going to give you the same perk from Call of Duty 4, but then we're going to make it so that you can revive the person. And that's kind of dumb to me because it was even annoying and people complained about it before they did that in Call of Duty 4, so whatever. Some more questions. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to sort through the questions for ones you guys would find interesting. What was your favorite childhood game? I don't know if they're talking about like a video game or just like tag or something like that. Video game as a child, Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3, I think it was, on the Game Boy. That was a ton of fun. Are you going to prestige to level 15? I'm assuming he means 15th prestige, not level 15. Yeah. Or actually, no. What am I saying? 14th prestige I'm going to go to because I hate prestiging. If you enjoy it, seriously, more power to you. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you prestige, that's bad. I'm just saying that I don't enjoy it at all myself. So I'm going to say to each his own. If you like to prestige, go for it. But I cannot wait until I get to stop prestiging and get to stay at level 50 and play game battles matches. What inspired you to make YouTube videos? Hutch, Blame Truth, and xCal. Those three guys were doing it before me, and when I saw those were the only three guys I knew existed when I, decided to go out and buy my stuff. I literally didn't know about anyone else. Actually, I might have known about C9ers. Not sure. Anyway, next question. Did you skip a grade? I recall once that you said you did. Not sure, though. Yeah, I skipped second grade. Have you ever done drugs? Bad questions. A lot of bad questions in here. No offense to the people who sent these in. What's your middle name? Joe. Which is the same as my brother's name, by the way. Why is Black Ops more boring than any other COD? It's not. It's typically boring for people who aren't that good at it. Um, what got you into gaming? What do you do in your spare time? This one comes from Mongolian Gnome, who I see message me a lot. What's up? Shout out to Mongolian Gnome. What do you do in your spare time? Or what? Sorry, first part. What got you into gaming? I'm gonna say probably like originally gaming, just my mom. She, I know that sounds really weird. She just played. This is kind of a negative thing. My mom smokes, and she doesn't smoke in the house. She smokes outside, in the garage. Like, she'll go out for a cigarette every, or 2 or 3 times a day, whatever. And whenever she does, or whenever she used to, when she was like, I don't know, like 25, 30, she would always take her Game Boy out and play just Tetris. Like, she doesn't actually play any games. She only plays Tetris, or used to play Tetris. Now she plays things like Sudoku and stuff. And she got me Game Boy one year, and I loved it. And that's how I got into like Super Mario Bros. And Tetris myself. Favorite musician and why? Kind of already answered a question similar to that. I really respect, actually going back to, the musician type questions, I really respect lyricism above anything else. So as cliche as it may sound, Eminem is probably one of my favorites. Some other guys, there's countless guys I can name with great lyricism. But I don't know. If you have any suggestions for people with absolutely phenomenal lyricism, let me know.